Welcome to Caldwell County Today. I'm Paige Counts, Public Information Officer for Caldwell County. Joining me today is Keith Smith, and he's here to talk about the Caldwell Men's Chorus. Welcome, yes. Keith.
It's always good to be here, Paige. Yep, Men's Chorus coming up soon.
Best kept secret in Caldwell County.
Best kept musical secret in Western North Carolina is what I always promote.
I never get that.
That's okay. Well, that's because we're obscure still. And we're not really obscure, we're growing. But I do wish more people would see us. I think they would be impressed.
But you've had some opportunities, before we talk about the concert, you've had some opportunities to do some highly visible things.
Yes. Well, this summer, we were at Grandfather Mountain for the Singing on the Mountain in a very featured spot, but with COVID and with the death of Hugh Morton, it backed away from the big event it used to be, but they're trying to build it back up and are doing great toward that. But the day we went, they're just started back. It's on the second year, and so they got way behind in the schedule, and we're getting ready to go up. It started pouring the rain, so we had a few faithful followers, but not a lot. But yeah, we sing a lot for national anthems for the Crawdads and other local events, and go to High Brighton. We've sung at some of their basketball games. Glenn Neal, one of our members' daughter, is there on the team, and so we go to sing for that. And so we're out there in the community a lot, but still I want people to see what we're capable of doing.
And November 22nd, you can really showcase what you're capable of doing.
It's at Lenoir Presbyterian Church here in town, who are always so good to sponsor both our rehearsals and our performances, and in turn we sing for their church. So it's the day after the spring and the fall concert. But it's on Saturday, November 22nd. That's 2 weeks from this Saturday as of this taping. And it's almost always the Saturday before Thanksgiving. And as I said, at Lenoir Presbyterian. And the first 6,000 people there get in for free.
Wow.
And the next 6,000 get in for free, but to be totally transparent, I don't think we can get 12,000 in that sanctuary.
I don't think you can get 12,000 in that sanctuary. I mean...
The point I'm making is just to perk everybody's ears up. It's a free concert. We do take a love offering, but all of our concerts are free, and we rely on the gifts of people to help sustain us. But we want you to see it, whether you can pay anything or not. We want you to be there.
And this concert, you've got some interesting song selections, I think.
Yes, you always say I have a Keith touch.
Keith touch, and actually, if I'm right about this, if I'm not, Eric can cut this out, but you have song selections that perked my interest when I read your email.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to tell you about what we're singing. The first half of the concert is a tribute to women. It's songs with women's names in the title. And before I go any farther, I will say that this concert is dedicated to Patsy Riddle, who has done so much for music and other things in Caldwell County, very selfless, very talented musician. And this concert's in honor of her. In fact, I've written some music for her and have a poem for her and a little presentation, so we're looking forward to that. But we honor women, and so I took the tune of Jolly Old St. Nicholas and adapted this song that I wrote called Honoring Women, and put the words to that. But then after we sing that initial song, we have the next songs are Pretty Saro, Juanita, Maria, Sherry Baby, and Barbara Ann. And so a lot of you will recognize a lot of those songs. But we have someone by that name coming up for every song, and we will serenade them and present them with a rose.
Awesome.
And sing those songs for them. And so that's the first half of the concert. And then the second half of the concert will be gospel and gospel music and spirituals. And it's very upbeat, very lively. Our guys love singing this music, and people love hearing it, frankly. We're doing Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho. We're doing Just a Little Talk with Jesus. We're doing Ride the Chariot and Swing Down Chariot, our little chariot section. We just recently did the play Dearly Departed, and the woman keeps quoting the scripture with the chariot, and the guy says, "Mama, park your chariot here." So we're going to park our chariot there that night. And then we go on with Praise His Holy Name, which is a real upbeat gospel type piece. Then we conclude with a piece that's new to us, and we're working hard. It's a very challenging piece, but I think it's going to be a showstopper. That's why it's scheduled for last on the concert. It's John the Revelator.
That's a great song.
You're familiar with this.
I'm familiar with that
This setting is by a guy named J. Joubert. He's a French. He's American, but he has French ancestry. But he arranged it, and it's a very nice arrangement for tenor, baritone, bass, TTBB, and so we're looking forward to performing that. And it has some solos, and our soloists in the concert are for Pretty Saro is Kyle Canterday, and for Ride the Chariot will be Glenn Neal, and Glenn also has a snippet of a solo on Maria. He's got a beautiful voice.
He does have a beautiful
all
voice.
These guys too, they wouldn't be.
Yes,
all the singers, but even these soloists especially, have gorgeous voices, or they wouldn't be doing it. But those, and then Jonathan Duncan lives up in the stratosphere to sing Sherry Baby.
And again, another beautiful voice.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Great
yeah,
musical
great
family.
Yeah, the Duncan family, wonderful. And then Doug McCowan, who's a great musician, a drummer. He's going to be doing some drumming in this, along with Holden Benfield playing bass, a young man, very talented bass player. But Doug will play drums, but he also is singing a solo during John the Revelator, as is Kyle, again, singing in that. So you won't want to miss all of that. That's great. And I guess you think this is a good time for me to list the singers?
I was just going to ask you to tell me who's singing this time, because I know it varies from concert to concert based on availability.
If you're a mover and a shaker in Caldwell County, you'll recognize at least a couple of these names.
I think you'll recognize many of these names.
I think so. Our first tenors are John Duncan and Doug McCowan and Glenn Neal. And Mr. Cogdell, who most of you know, who hear me talk about Mr. Cogdell all the time, he says, Keith, these are the best, I've told you this before, these are the best tenors in North Carolina. I said, well, that's a good claim. And one night they were having a little bit of an off night, and I said, we're struggling tonight to be the best tenors in Caldwell County. But no, they're all great. Then our second tenors, we got 8 of those for this concert. That's Ken Twing and Bradley Davis, who both sung with us a lot, Dwayne Mazingo and Bill Hall, Reggie Green and Cheryl German, and Mike Haney and Barry Jarvis. So that's 11 tenors total, so we're rich with tenors and blessed. This concert, we have 27 singers. We generally average anywhere from 18, usually 20 to 22, and occasionally 24, so 27 is a good number for us this semester. And I'll get to basses and baritones in a minute, but bless their hearts, these guys, we've had some health issues. We sang at Chapel of Rest the other day, and they didn't have the bathroom unlocked, and when Eliza Plaster got there, I said, we've got a lot of old prostates right here, please get that open. But our guys are, Trev Moore's recovering from some health issues. I think 7 of us have had surgery within the last year or 2 years. I won't go into all of the individual parts, but it's a blessing of God that we can all come together. And I'm awaiting foot surgery again myself. So getting older is not for the timid or faint of heart. But the baritones we got 7 baritones, Alan Norrod and Mr. Cogdell, William Cogdell, who I used to sing for, now sings for me. And he's presenting his Messiah. Again, we may come talk about that too. But he sings with the group and is 85 years old now. Duncan Meeks, one of the Duncan boys, his mother was Angie Duncan, married to Meeks, so he's a Meeks. Duncan Meeks is 24, and Mr. Cogdell's 85, so that's the age range, 61 years for the 27 singers. So Duncan and Mr. Cogdell, I mentioned Alan, Robert Marshall, who's a great, reliable guy, a good friend of mine, and Kyle Canterday, who does so much for us, including making these posters, and I mentioned him as a soloist earlier. Norm Sherwood.
My friend Norm.
Yep, and Doug Saunders, Doug Saunders. So we got 2 Dougs. So I think I mentioned about Kyle and Doug and Norman and Mr. Cogdell and Robert and Duncan and Alan. So that's it. And then we have 9 basses singing this time. We've got Dennis Bell and David Bigelow, great rich low voice. Tim Boone. Lucas Duncan, another Duncan, one of the Duncans in there still. We got Height Reed and Rankin Whittington and Carol Hoyle and Tony Rupert. And there's one more bass. Who am I leaving out? I hate to leave anybody out. Trev Moore. who just came back. He's been out with health issues for a while. Trev's a great singer, been with us for many years, a great guy. So most of you know at least some of those folks, I'm sure. And not only are they very good singers, they enjoy singing. Several of them either are retired or still do direct music at their churches or schools. And when we sing at the Presbyterian Church on the Sunday after a concert, it's always a challenge because a lot of them are at their own churches that Sunday. But besides that, they love to sing, but they all sing close harmony, or you can't be in the group. You have to be able to sing harmony, not the melody an octave lower. But I think even more than that, they're all very good quality people in the community. They're very solid citizens, and I'm very proud of all of them. And we continue to improve musically.
And I know we met the group a couple years ago, and there's a camaraderie there.
There is. There definitely is.
There's a great camaraderie there, which I think adds to the vocal performance.
Oh, it does. I don't think you really can have full musicality without the camaraderie and vice versa. We've got an agenda. I tell people say they have agendas or political issues. I'll make our agenda very transparent. We want to do quality music and we want to have fun doing it, and that just sums it up. We're not going to settle for less than quality, but we're not going to settle for less than having fun either. So.
And I think people will see the quality. I mean, the first two notes, they're going to see the quality of the music and experience that. And who is your accompanist?
Our accompanist is Sherry January. We got her early in the year, January. And Sherry last year, early this year, in January, was coming to a meeting about Mr. Cogdell's tribute concert and slipped on black ice and broke her wrist pretty badly. But she is fully back now, so we're thankful for that. And we miss her, and we're glad she's with us. So she's played for us since, there was 1 year where we were in transition, but after Greg Knight passed away, that 1 year in transition, then she's been our regular accompanist for like 3 years, so we're very blessed to have her. Very great musician, also a great singer and director in her own right. So we have a good group of people.
And again, the concert is?
The concert is Saturday, November 22nd. 7:30 p.m. at Lenoir Presbyterian Church.
And it's a free concert, but donations will be accepted.
Yes, we rely on those to buy music and to keep everything up and running. But I decided a long time ago that we just do not want to exclude anybody from coming if they happen to be short of funds or don't have any money, period, or if they just don't even want to give. We want them in the house, but yet when you're there, we don't. Obviously, don't force you to pay anything, but we like it if you can help financially with the concerts.
So, and I'm just going to go ahead and ask Keith, this is just kind of the kickoff to the season, is it?
It is. We'll come back and maybe talk about a couple of other things soon, very soon, but Home for Christmas, our 13th annual Home for Christmas concert is coming up. Looking forward to that. Got a lot of neat things to tell you about for that. And we'll do that because that'll run for like 3 weeks after this concludes, so we need to keep that a separate issue. But it's a very busy season, always is. As I mentioned, Mr. Cogdell, he may try to bring him and get to talk about it. We're doing Messiah. He's been doing that biennially every 2 years for many years, but 2018 was the last time because COVID hit right after that, and Mr. Cogdell had some health issues, and then Greg Knight once again was our accompanist and passed away. So now Frida Harrell is accompanying the group, another fine musician who works with Mr. Cogdell's daughter Caroline at Western Piedmont, not Western Piedmont, at Catawba Valley. I still thought this way about Western Piedmont, Catawba Valley Community College. But she's playing now. So for the first time in 7 years, we're back together singing that. Mr. Cogdell's delighted. He's been looking forward to that, and we weren't sure it was ever going to happen again. So it's a great tribute to him, and he loves it. But it's a great thing for the community to feel the Christmas spirit, and everybody's always blessed by it and really enjoys it. And I think for this, when Caroline brings her singers in, because she teaches at CVCC, sorry, Caroline, I know you're not at Western Piedmont. Go West, young man. But she... It's bringing in 28 singers. So it looks like if everybody shows up who has said they're going to show up, we're going to have 79 singers for that. So we'll have to find room to put them in the churches. It will be, the concerts, we'll talk about that again later. The concerts
we'll save that for later.
Yeah, but they'll be in December, but both the churches we're at, they'll be challenging to get all the singers in there.
I started to say, As I run through the churches in Caldwell County in my head, that's a challenge for even our largest churches.
Yeah, we did our tribute to Mr. Cogdell at Poovies Chapel, and it did have a big choir loft, but other than that, it's hard to get even that many in there for anywhere. But Robert Marshall joked the other night that we should put the congregation in the choir loft and let the choir sit out in the congregation. But that and the Home for Christmas, I'll just say it's December 13th and 14th, and no, December 12th and 13th. That's a Friday and Saturday, and tickets are on sale for that now. But I'll be back very soon to talk about those.
We'll be back to talk about that. But this concert kicks off. I don't want to say I guess the holiday season. Thanksgiving's a holiday.
Yeah, it is. We don't, and you know, in the process between Halloween and Christmas, the commercialism of both, sometimes Thanksgiving gets squeezed out in the middle. But we try to do songs of thanks a lot of time, and it's a good time. Harvest, the closing of the year, looking to, yes, there's going to be dead of winter, but then things revive and come back around again in spring. But it's a time to relax and reflect in the fall. And it's like the last hurrah for that right before Thanksgiving, before we do head into that hectic Christmas season of joy and peace, which is always so bustling.
The joy and peace is super busy.
Yes, it's super busy. And so there is a place for this. And we have on occasion put a Christmas song or two in there, but for the most part, we keep that free till after Thanksgiving. But yeah, don't overlook this one.
Don't overlook this one because it really, musically, there's songs that I'm familiar with, and it sounds like it's going to be a really fun, good concert.
You'll enjoy yourself. I defy you to try not to enjoy yourself. Yep.
Well, Keith, thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Paige. It's always a pleasure.
And we'll have you back real soon to talk about some other events that are coming up. We'll
get them all out of our system and take a little break for a couple of days till the new year.
Yeah. With Keith, you only take a couple of days. So.
Yeah, we're cranking up our spring. I will say our spring dinner theater is going to be Inherit the Wind, and Charlie Finkel, who's a retired California lawyer, moved here. People know about him now. He and I are squaring off as the two lawyers. It's based on the Scopes monkey trial. And we will have a live monkey again. We'll tell that story of the past many times over before it's over. And then next fall, we're doing Beauty and the Beast for dinner theater. So a lot to look forward to.
A lot to look forward to. Well, thank you for being here.
It's always good to be here. Thanks.
And thank you for watching Caldwell County Today.
And